An eating disorder is kind of like a slow death. I, to my core, felt like I didn't deserve to be there. If I could not better myself, then I was a lazy waste of space. My days would revolve around what I was eating, what I wasn't eating.
It's like there were promises at the end. You'll be happier, you'll be thinner, you'll be more beautiful, you'll have more friends, you'll have more everything. And it's like I didn't gain anymore, I just lost everything I even had. The whole thing is a lie.
It's a psychological disorder, and so it's not as easy just to say, well, you're not fat, so get over it. Because in their minds, there's a whole distortion. It's like you're seeing something through a filter.
Yes, it comes out on the food, but the food is just a metaphor for a deeper psychological thing that is going on.
It's about pain. It's not about vanity. It's about emotional pain and not being able to express that pain in any other way.
It's really what they believe about who they are and the burdens of, the emotional burdens that they're carrying that really turn into a belief system, and that's where they live from.
It's just become like who I am, a part of me, locked in.
When their weight gets to such a low place, usually around 80%, 75% of their ideal weight, the thoughts at mealtime are so overwhelming. I mean, there's just this incredible level of anxiety, and treating somebody at a really low weight is best done in a 24-hour supervised eating disorder facility.
Having this level of care, having residential care with the food and the medical piece and the therapists and people around 24 hours a day and all of those things, it does cost money.
Anywhere from $1,000 to $2,000 a day is very typical.
One of the things that we came across as we were working with people with eating disorders is that they couldn't get the appropriate funding to go into the hospital for the length of time that they really needed.
When I first came into the field in 1987, the average length of stay was 9 months at the acute care hospital I worked at. Now the average length of stay is 3 to 7 days for someone with an eating disorder.
Because eating, unlike substance abuse, is something you have to do to survive, treatment of eating disorder is an extremely complex, complicated and long treatment protocol.
Actually, they have to gain weight to even be able to nutritionally make sense to where we can do any therapy with them. And a lot of times by the time they gain enough weight to where we could even actually begin to do some real work, the insurance company's like, see ya, they're ready to go.
Patients can start getting better in the sense of medically. They still don't have the tools to go back out into the real world and be able to maintain recovery.
Insurance companies say that they don't make medical decisions and they don't tell you what kind of treatment you should have, but they are making those decisions because when they deny coverage, most families can't afford to pay for it privately. And we need to appreciate that fact and recognize it. And you don't want, frankly, an insurance adjuster deciding whether your child gets the treatment that they need for their eating disorder.
We have the process. We are the only nonprofit that donates money directly to treatment centers. We have 3 clinicians review every application, and we scholarship everyone. Anorexics, bulimics, people with binge eating disorder, males, females, we don't care what age they are, but we do have a set of criteria that we look at to help us choose the person that we feel like is the most motivated to receive the money and to utilize that money in a healthy way. The way that we have everything structured with the clinical team, there is nothing like what we've got. I mean, there's nothing else in the world.
It was more like you're dealing with people who understand the problem, and so if you're saying this person might need some more time, this person might need some more days, and these are the reasons why, then it was understood and it was funded.
There was a lot of communications, how's she doing, is there anything we can do to help, etc. Was there, and that's exactly what's needed and what is the most helpful.
Scholarship is a way to give a person a true chance at recovery.
Dear Manna Scholarship Fund, as I sit and think how exactly to express to you my deep gratitude, words fail me quite completely. I find this fact odd, as not a day goes by when I don't think of your tremendous gift to me, a gift without which I would most likely still be fighting nature, battling to rid myself of my own humanity. Thank you is simply far too commonplace for such a gift. You have successfully achieved a piece of the task set out for mankind 2,000 years ago by Jesus Christ. You had and gave to those who had not. I was stubborn and rude, and you were patient and kind. I was prideful yet humiliated, and you humbled me while teaching me my infinite value in God's eyes. I was ever so lost. I had been chased off my intended path long ago, starved and hopeless, resigned to my self-inflicted misery. Though I knew I was desperately lost, I had not the strength to find my way home, even if my hopelessness had not been so all-consuming. Then you found me. You took me upon your shoulders and carried me to safety. There you fed me and cared for me, taught me to live again. You nursed me to health, allowed me to lean on you until I was finally able to walk on my own. You were truly my manna in the desert, sent by God to sustain life in a dreadful, barren situation. No amount of thanks can repay such a gift. You gave me life, and for that I am eternally grateful.